Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next Battlebots toy review, and today I have the McDonald's Diesector toy. And for those of you who may not have understood, I'm sure most fans probably know who Diesector is. He was a champion at least twice throughout the series, 3 times more, losing out to Gladiator in Season 3.0, Super Heavyweight Finals. But it was a fantastic robot. Had a lot going on, lots of weapons. And of course, Donald Hudson has since come back for the ABC reboot, not to do quite as well, but, you know, it's always the luck of the draw with those competitions. So, I mean, he had a great run. You know, took home Season 2, won the championship Season 2, then got it in Season 5, which is probably good because, I mean, he snagged the championship kind of forever because he didn't really, you know, there was no other tournaments. He hasn't brought back Diesector anyway, so, which would be nice to see, though. The toy replicates it pretty well, although there's a couple problems with it, mostly because there's no back wedge here whatsoever. The wheels are not invertible, and probably the big offender in this is when you rotate the wheels, the jaws move. I understand what they were trying to do here, but the problem is, that means it's all about timing, which means you can't really battle with it, as kind of sort of the intent of the toys. But you can definitely tell, yes, it is indeed one of the official Battlebots because of the logo on the top here, which replaces the name of Diesector underneath it, and unfortunately they do not. There's no mention in the name, so if you thought, wow, this is cool, I mean, you actually end up getting this in a Happy Meal pretty much without even knowing what it is you got, you know, what it is you're dealing with here. So it's kind of too bad they don't have the name, they don't have any of the graphics on here either, but they got the overall paint job here to some extent. Got little rivets on the top there. Wish the hammers were not black. Seems kind of a bit of laziness here, but they got the jaws. The jaws are still at least yellow. He's got some recognition of Diesector. Won't run inverted. The jaws do not help. You know, they don't really. You have to be really lucky in timing. I mean, the jaws move up and down the entire time, as I showed you there. But it's kind of sad because it's kind of almost a disgrace. I mean, if you look at the. I did review the Grip and Grapplers toy, and I think, if I haven't, I will review it. I'll have to double check. But it's a lot more accurate. Mine doesn't have the hammers anymore. I was going more up to the Season 5 design, as you'll see either from review or later on. But again, it's not a bad toy. These are pretty solid. They won't break easily. I've used mine multiple times. Obviously, it ends up losing a lot of the time because the jaws are not low enough. They're not thin enough to go get underneath, which matters kind of moot anyway because, of course, it's all about timing with getting underneath. The hammers are, you know, they don't go down very far. I mean, the hammers in the show, they went all the way down here. They went all the way down to where the wheels are, pretty much halfway down. You can't do that here. They only go back about, I don't know, 20 degrees maybe. But yeah, I understand, yeah, they're going for child safety, but I think you can do better than this, even with child safety standards. You just gotta make sure things aren't sharp. So I wouldn't have minded so much if it had the back wedge. I mean, you can round that off a bit, make them as thick as the jaws here, but I mean, really, even child safety should be no excuse for getting it pretty well down to the point. I mean, heck, have you seen those Battlebots prototypes, those RC prototypes for the reboot? Those are awesome. Those are down to the last detail. I mean, yeah, they're only prototypes, but if you look at some of the prototype images of some of the original custom series, you can see they don't change all that much. So I can bet there really isn't going to be much in the way of changes in there. You can pretty well guarantee that that's how they're going to look when you get them. I mean, those are awesome. I mean, they're perfect. As far as I'm concerned, they could just release them right now, and I'd be all over them. I mean, I was excited when I first saw them. It was a complete shock. Certainly better than this, that's for sure. I mean, the weapons are not tied directly to the wheels like these guys are. This was true with the custom series as well. This is what may have been what they were going for, to some extent. It's really a shame, though. The hammers are also really short. I don't think even if there'd be no way these hammers go all the way down across the wheels. They're too short. I mean, I know they had to get some details constrained to get to the size of the toy, and it's otherwise pretty accurate, but considering the scale. But it could be a lot better, I think. It's not my favorite of the list. I more often use the grip and grappler version. So, yeah, not a bad toy. It's probably worth getting your hands on anyway, even if you're a fan of the show and don't really care too much about accuracy. You can still fight with them. It's probably, I mean, you may have better luck getting these than the actual grip and grapplers, because those are probably a little more expensive. You could probably get all 8. That's what I did. I got all 8, pretty much. I got all 8 of the toys. So, yeah, so that's my review on the Battlebots Diesector McDonald's toy. Thanks.